Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily topic-wise news and editorial analysis, which I'll be covering from the Hindu and Indian Express. So the most important news and editorial would be discussed in this session. And additionally, I'll be supplementing the news and editorial with some relevant information that can help in prelims and mains examination. So let's get started with the topic first. Today is 7th of June, and these are the list of the topic. The first is Performance Grading Index 1920. This is being released by the Ministry of Education. Second, government to implement labor codes. Third, NPR slips valid for the long-term visas. The second lat is behavior change can reduce transmission. This is an editorial, so we'll be discussing two editorial today, one from the Hindu, another from the Indian Express. So the other editorial is uncooperative federalism. Apart from all the discussion at the end of this video, I'll be also discussing some MCQs question. These are based on current affairs that will help you in the upcoming prelims examination. And those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, do not forget to give a thumbs up. We'll start our session with the first news, that is Performance Grading Index. This infograph is important. Hope many of you have access to this. If you're reading in the physical format, do check it out. और अगर आप digital format भी पढ़ रहे हैं तो आप इस pictures को देख सकते हैं. This give a lot of information. So this is important for your general studies paper 2, government policies and intervention in development of various sectors. So the Education Ministry has released the Performance Grading Index 1920. And the government has introduced a performance grading index in set of 70 parameters. So they can ask you in the prelims examination how many parameters were there. So approximately there were 70 parameters that catalyzed transformational change in the field of school educations. So the prime aim of this index is to identify the level of education quality in the state's government and where they are lacking, what more need to be done. Accordingly, the grading index has been prepared. Now, aim of this index, what is the rationale behind this index? So the index monitor the progress of the state and union territories. So they can ask you either in examination only state are being considered, union territories are not being considered. So इसमें दोनों है, states को भी और union territory के जो school education है उनके overall जो quality है, जो learning outcomes है, access and equality, infrastructure facilities, governance and management process. So these are some of the core key areas, the components upon which the ranking is being given. उसके अलावे इसके अंदर सारे के अंदर subsections है, वो मिला के 70 subsections है in total, right? So the PGI exercise the envisage of index that would propel the state and union territories कि वह कुछ ऐसे मल्टी प्रोलॉन्ग्ड इंटरवेंशन करे ताकि जो डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट्स हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ द एजुकेशन आउटकम दैट कैन बी अचीव्ड. एंड PGI help the states to point out the gaps. Accordingly, they would prioritize the area. If through this index the state come to know कि वो कहाँ lack कर रहे हैं, किस outcome में lack कर रहे हैं, whether they are lacking in the learning outcome, whether they are lacking in the access to quality infrastructures, facilities, governance and basically the management policy. So they have to see where they are lacking. Accordingly, they would have to work and they have to achieve on that particular targets, right? So this is how the education system can be make robust in each and every level of the state and union territories. Now talking about the state performances, we'll see which states have performed well. So talking about the top rankers, Punjab, Chandigarh, Tamil Nadu, Andaman and Nicobar and Kerala, they have occupied the highest grade, that is A++, right? So A++ grade has been given to for Tamil Nadu, Chandigarh, Punjab, Andaman, Nicobar and Kerala. Now, most of the state and union territories have improved their grade in the PGI ranking compared to the previous year. अगर देखा जाए पिछले साल के मुकाबले तो बहुत सारे स्टेट्स की परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी रही. अंडमान एंड निकोबार, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, मणिपुर, पौंडीचेरी, पंजाब, तमिलनाडु, दे हैव इम्प्रूव्ड इन ओवरऑल अगर बात करें पीजीआई स्कोर में बाय 10%. सो इफ वुड बी आस्क्ड इन एग्जामिनेशन, सपोज आपसे एग्जामिनेशन में पूछा जाए कि दे हैव इंक्रीज 50%, दिस इज वेरी चांस दैट यूपीएससी कैन गिव यू दिस टाइप ऑफ डेटा, बट यू हैव टू बी इंश्योर कि यहाँ पे जो परसेंटेज इंक्रीज हुई है दैट इज ओनली 10%. UPSC tend to use such of the word like drastically, heavily. So you have to be cautious that you do not get trapped on this type of statement, right? So this have only increased by 10%, that is 100 more points. Now Andaman Nicobar, Lakshadweep, Punjab has shown improvement by 10%, and on the more of the PGI, that is for the excess, how much excess was provided on these domains. So there are two major domains, excess and equity. So on excess domain, these state and unitaries are performing well. Talking about the PGI domain of equity, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Odisha have shown 10% improvement on the index on the domain of equity, right? So this is something which is very important, and a very factual questions can be come up from these information that I have told you. Now coming to the other states, like as many as 13 states and union territories has shown improvement by 10% on the PGI domain of infrastructures and facilities. तो तीन important PGI domain है जो मैंने आपको बताया. The first is excess, second is equity, and the third is infrastructures and facilities. Now talking about Andaman and Nicobar and Odisha, they have improved 20% or more in terms of overall infrastructure facilities. Now 19 states and union territories have shown domain improvement by 10% in the PGI domains of governance process. So if you talk about governance, so majorly 19 states have improved. Andaman, Nicobar, Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Punjab, Rajasthan, West Bengal have shown the improvement by 20% in these categories, right? So accordingly, category is again very important. So I have categorized everything according to the category. You can pause this video, you can take a note of this as well. Now Gujarat has the second highest score in the previous edition. Now it has slipped to the 8th position, and जो जिस तरह से इसकी रैंकिंग कम हुई है, so the key dominance of excess, measurement enrollment of the students, ability to keep them dropping out from the school, and mainstreaming of the out of the school students. So the performance of Gujarat was not up to the mark. Now the other news, that is government to implement labor codes. We have seen that the reform which was already been approved by the government of India, now they are finally looking to implement it. So important for your general studies paper 2, welfare schemes for the vulnerable section of population by the center and the states. So this can be again an important question, a factual question in the prelims examination. So the 4 labor code which was passed this year only. So this side that a couple of months before, the center is now keen on going ahead with the implementation of this. So what government is doing, that they want that this should be implemented at the earliest, and the benefits that are going to be there with the workers. बट यहाँ पे कुछ कैच है, मैं आपको बताऊंगा किस तरह से प्रॉब्लम है इस चीज़ में, इस खास करके इसको जो लेबर कोड्स हैं उनमें. So the Ministry of Labor has envisaged the implementation of 4 code, that is on industrial relations, wages, social security and occupational health safety, जिसको working and conditions भी कहते हैं. This was passed in April 1st, 2021. Now impact of the bill, what is a major problem that the workers can face? So talking about this specific bill, the new wage code bill, the allowances would be capped at 50%. So the in-hand salary जो होती है, that would be less. This means that the half of the gross pay जो है employees की would be the basic wages, right? Now the provident fund contribution is calculated as a percentage of basic wage. Now the calculation would be coming to the basic wage. So ultimately अगर इस ये चीज़ें implement होती है, so जो in-hand salary उसमें थोड़ी reductions होंगी. And these 4 labor code will rationalize the 44 central labor laws. Now coming to the implementation and challenges, ministry ने कहा है they have finalized the rule for the 4 code, but there's the implementation part that is creating problem, because many states were not in the positions to notify this rule in their jurisdiction, because see it would again have the repercussion to the state government as well, and many of the worker union would be definitely not looking forward to implement it. Now labor is again a concurrent list. This is again something which is important for you. Labor as a subject come under the concurrent list. We have 3 lists in our constitution. basically how the state or government works, central government works. So we have state list, we have central list, and we have concurrent list, right? So in concurrent list, the labor is an area where the state government as well as the central government can notify the rule, right? So this is how the actual rule was made, but the states are skeptical in implementing that because of the several reasons. Now NPR slips valid for the long-term visas. So this is again a new notifications coming from the Ministry of Home Affairs. Important for your General Studies paper 2, functions and responsibility of union and state, issues and challenges. Now according to the latest guideline जो कि यूनियन होम मिनिस्ट्री ने दिया है अपने मैनुअल के मुताबिक, they said that the migrant can also produce national population register जो NPR की enrollment हुई थी recently कोविड से पहले, that would be acting as a proof for the duration of their stay in India, right? So this would be a relief for the people who were actually in the catch-22 situation, that what would happen to their visas and other stuffs. So the NPR numbers is again an illustrative list जहाँ पे 10 documents that could be proved and apply for an LTV, right? Now talking about the guideline जो MHA ने दिए हैं अपने documents में, that can be provided for the data entry of the minority community migrant that is currently residing in India. Now about the National Population Register NPR की अगर बात करें, first compile की गई थी 2010 में, simultaneously जो decadal census exercise थी that was updated in 2015, and it is being said that it already has a database of 119 crore resident of India. So NPR is a register that usually the resident link to locate particular down the village, है ना, अलग अलग periodically टेबल पे उनको incorporate की जाती है, उनके birth को, death rate को and migration rate को. So everything has been put on record, and in totality the government of India, basically talking about the Ministry of Home Affairs, these things are maintained by MHA. So उनके पास अभी 119 Indian resident के records हैं. The next phase of the NPR is expected to include the following contagious questions that include date and place of birth for the father and mother. Second is the place of residence. Third is the mother tongue. So these are the three areas upon which the new updated NPR would be coming up. And it would be simultaneously updating 2011 house listing and house census that would indefinitely postpone due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So let's see what would be the priority of government, whether they would be focusing on revival of the economy, vaccination of the citizen, or to diverting the issues to the NPR. We actually do not know what is the intention of the government, because this government is, their duration is completing on 2024. So they got only other 3 years to continue, and they have to work proactively so that that is the benefit of all nation, and basically the welfare program should continue in such a manner that no one is impacted. Now behavioral change can reduce transmissions. This is an editorial which is again a very important editorial that can again help you in the general studies paper 4. Case studies के जो पेपर होते हैं यहाँ पे आपको ये बहुत ज़्यादा मदद करेगी. So again mains में भी in the other part of the general studies paper 2, issues related to development and management of health. So what is important in this editorial, what I'm going to discuss with you. So talking about the theme, so the theme of this editorial is behavioral change can reduce the transmission. It is very true. This was equally being talked about the economic survey. जो इससे पहले economic survey थी previous year वाली, उसमें अगर आप देखोगे उस economic survey में it has been equally talked about the importance of behavioral change, right? So in this editorial there's a discussion about the channels of communication, a 7-step communication that has been given in this editorial, and we will also add up with the way forward that is important. So most of us in India will agree that there are two large part of this pandemic. सबसे पहली है मेडिकल साइंस, जिन्होंने वैक्सीन्स बनाई है हम लोगों के लिए. we have the medical science has worked in such a manner dedicatedly that they have finally landed up with the vaccines. Now other component is human behavior that each and every individual has to follow. But the problem is that the lack of physical distancing, proper hand washing, sanitizing is that has not been adequately maintained. It has not adequately been followed, because of the reason the daily infection cases has rose in India, right? अब बात करें एक डेटा की, जिसमें एक सर्वे की गई थी where they have checked the knowledge, attitude, and practices. This was conducted by the Johns Hopkins Centers and Communications Program. उनमें ये पता चला कि जुलाई 2020 से लेकर के मार्च 2021 के बीच में इंडिया हैव सीन 5% ड्रॉप इन द मास्क वेयरिंग. The population of India is approximately 135 crore, 136 crore, right? And talking about this, if 5% of the people, you can imagine, right, 5% of the people, government says that the overall infection rate of the COVID-19 is only 2% of the population, और आपके 5% population ने मास्क लगाना ही छोड़ दिया. This is a viral disease. One person can infect at least 10 to 15%. So if you can see 5%, if you multiply by 3, I mean, roughly if you multiply by 3, it is going to be 15%. But no, we assume that this would be 10% or 8%. So the number is going to be drastically big. 5% is something in terms of the virus infection. This is a large number, right? Because of which we have seen the sudden second wave that have continued in India. Now the 2-week period started. अगर बात करें March 15 से के बाद देखा ये गया कि 84% ऑफ द पीपल वेयर रिपोर्टेड ओनली वेयरिंग मास्क. तो इतने लोगों ने सिर्फ मास्क पहना और अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 16% ऑफ द पीपल वेयर नॉट वेयरिंग mask, right? So this data was increasing because of the reason we have seen the COVID-19 infection rising drastically, exponentially increase, and the second wave have completely shut down the economy. There's a huge distress in the economy. Many people have lost their jobs. So we have to maintain a COVID related behavior, protocol related behavior, so that there's no third wave in this country. Now channels of communications की अगर बात करें, so with behavior data and straight approaches, कुछ important effective audience की ज़रूरत है, कुछ important segments की ज़रूरत है that can be achieved. So we'll discuss the 7 ways of the behavioral sciences that can be employed and that will further help in prevention of the COVID-19 infection. So what are the measures? We'll discuss each one by one. So the first is we need to have a basic information on what mask effective in preventing the COVID-19 transmission, because many people, even I personally see that many people actually do not know how to wear mask. They just close their mouth, or either they just close their nose, not closing their mouth. So the level of education, even the people who are not understand the difference between the bacteria and virus, these are the level of people. And basically the reality of India, that most of the large population of India is not actually educated, they're illiterate, right? So we would also need to wear the mask, how to wear, where are the places in the in a close proximity area you need to wear it. If there is a heavy rushed market, you need to wear it, right? So there should be differences. It should be easily understand by the people that bacteria and difference work differently. The lethality of virus is too high of this virus, right? Now, second is not everyone is in the same information need, which I've told you, because of the lack of information, because of the high rate of illiteracy in India, we are facing such problem. And some don't believe that masks prevent COVID-19, right? People feel that this is not the something that would prevent the वायरस. तो अलग अलग लोगों के अपने अलग परसेप्शन है, लोगों ने सेल्फ परसेप्शन ज़्यादा बनाना शुरू कर दिया. Now third, we need to communicate the benefit of mask wearing, because see, in this process WHO has categorically said that mask wearing and sanitizing is the two single most important thing that can prevent you from this COVID-19, right? Now we need to highlight the stories that showcase COVID-19 infections among the communities that is wearing in the high. Now, fourth, we need to create a positive social norms around wearing masks. People are more likely to practice the behavior where everyone else is doing the same that is required. Fifth, we need to enforce the correct consisting of mask wearing, जहाँ पे ये बताया जा सके कि they need to follow the proper mask behavior where there is no consequences for their inactions. Now, sixth, we need compassionate leadership. Leadership is required at each and every level. This can be a bottom-up approach from the panchayat, from the village to the other district level and again to the state level. So we have to create a positive and negative role accordingly, and we can make people understand what actually they need to do. Seventh is a need for the responsible media, because nowadays many of people have access to YouTube. So an authentic and credible information is again required, so that a strong message can be conveyed to the masses, right? So this can be a high standard report which can help people to understand the reality and the preventive measures through which they can also contribute in curbing this infections, right? So each of us has our moral duty and obligation so that we can contain this virus, and we should allow not to multiply this virus, right? Now, coming to the way forward, we need to invest in comprehensive behavioral approaches to address the COVID-19. ये एक डेडली वायरस है जिसको रोकना बहुत ही ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. Understanding and predicting, shaping the human behavior in science too would be something that would be contributing, and indeed less expensive way of digging ourselves out the role we are currently, right? So behavioral change will definitely incorporate a lot more changes इन द कंट्री. जो वायरस की जो सर्च है, जो केसेस की जो सर्च है, वो भी ड्रास्टिकली कम आएगी. एंड वी हैव सीन इन इंडिया जो वैक्सीन हेजिस्टेंसी है उसको भी हमें कम करने की जरूरत है, एंड वी वांट दैट मोर एंड मोर नंबर ऑफ पीपल शुड बी वैक्सीनेटेड. नाउ अनकोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म, दिस इज एन एडिटोरियल रिपोर्टेड इन इंडियन एक्सप्रेस. दिस कैन बी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर जनरल स्टडीज पेपर 3, इकोनॉमी एंड इश्यूज रिलेटेड टू प्लानिंग, मोबिलाइजेशन, ग्रोथ एंड रिसोर्सेज. So what are the important things that I'll be discussing, issues that I'll be discussing in this editorial? So first we'll see the theme of this editorial, that is again uncooperative federalism, and the discussion would be under 4 subhead, that is collection, distribution, major components of the state revenue, assault on cooperative federalism, and the conflict of interest. So at the time when most nations have suspended their regular safeguard, इस टाइम पे कोविड-19 के टाइम में जो जीएसटी काउंसिल की मीटिंग हुई है, सारी बातों का जो फोकस है इस एडिटोरियल का वो जीएसटी काउंसिल के मीटिंग पे है. किस तरह से जो लाइफ सेविंग ड्रग्स हैं उनमें एग्जेम्पशंस दी जानी चाहिए या नहीं दी जानी चाहिए, इसको लेकर के बात हुई थी. तो 8 जून इज अ डे which the government has said they would be finally coming up with a decision, because High Court Committee ko they have given this submissions to High Court Committee, and they would be finally coming up with a report. So consensus on 0% tax that was being argued by the many states, जिन्होंने कहा था कि जो कोविड-19 के जो मटेरियल है, वैक्सीन है, ऑक्सीमीटर्स हैं, मास्क हैं, इन पे कोई टैक्स नहीं होनी चाहिए, राइट? So let's see what news is coming. Whatever news comes today, the government decision, we'll definitely discuss this on tomorrow editions. Now collection distributions की अगर बात करें, बेसिकली जीएसटी काउंसिल में जो रिप्रेजेंटेशंस है 31 स्टेट्स की है, एंड टैक्स कलेक्शन अंडर जीएसटी इज एक्यूमुलेटेड टू द यूनियन गवर्नमेंट, और उसके बाद सारे स्टेट्स को उनके शेयर के हिसाब से डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन दी जाती है. बहुत सारे स्टेट्स को अभी भी उनके जो कलेक्शन है वो नहीं मिले हैं. दिस इज पेंडिंग, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द रीजन मेनी स्टेट्स हैव प्रोटेस्टेड अगेंस्ट दिस ऑल्सो. सो फेडरल कंट्रीज में ये ज़रूरी है कि जो कलेक्शन है उसकी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन प्रॉपर तरीके से हो सके. कुछ 4 ऐसे इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेट्स हैं. This is very important for your essay. If you're writing in essay, make sure you use this type of folder point. तो 4 states हैं, महाराष्ट्र, तमिलनाडु, कर्नाटका और गुजरात. So these contribute nearly 45% of the overall GST taxes, right? बाकी जो remaining 27 states हैं वो comprise करते हैं 55% of the GST, right? Now major components of the state revenues. So अगर यहाँ पे बात करें, so every state has the 2 major components. First is states के अपने own revenues होते हैं, and transfer from the union government, consisting of both the taxes collected by the union as well as grants, right? तो ये सबसे 2 important components होते हैं. Now only 30% of the overall revenue from the state mentioned, जैसे कि महाराष्ट्र की बात करें, तमिलनाडु, गुजरात, कर्नाटका, come from the union government. Right, but their remaining 28 states, roughly 60% of their revenue is obtained from the transfer of the union government. So after GST, many states are indirectly or directly dependent upon the grant that is being given to the given by the central government to the state governments. नाउ असॉल्ट एंड कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म, यहाँ बात की गई है जिस तरह से कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म की जो कॉन्सेप्ट है वो अपने आप में वेग हो रही है यहाँ पे, बिकॉज जो कॉम्बिनेशन इफेक्ट थी प्रॉब्लम की, जहाँ पे स्टेट को कलेक्शंस करके उनके साथ प्रपोर्शनेटली फंड की रेशियो बांटी जाती थी, और द स्टेट वर गिविंग द adequate fund, but this is a front जहाँ पे जो fiscal federalism है, that is an assault to cooperative federalism. तो ये सिनेरियो कब क्रिएट हुई? दिस सिनेरियो इन विच वन स्टेट वन वोट मॉडल वाज देयर रिगार्डलेस ऑफ द साइज कंट्रीब्यूशन एंड जीएसटी पूल, जहाँ पे दैट काउज द फर्दर ग्रेव ऑफ इनजस्टिस. सो व्हाट दिस आर्ग्यू इज दिस दैट हर स्टेट में नो देयर शुड बी ईच स्टेट शुड हैव वन वोट बाय मीन जीएसटी काउंसिल में उनकी वोटिंग होनी चाहिए कि व्हाट इज देयर स्टेट, और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जो जो प्रोसेस है वो बहुत ट्रांसपेरेंट होने की जरूरत है. Now the states have more dependent on the transfer. Union want maximum GST collections. Union want maximum GST collection. What still are less dependent that they can afford the sensitive citizen with their concern, right? So आप स्टेट के पास एक ऑब्लिगेशन है कि वो बहुत ज़्यादा टैक्स नहीं ले सकती है. यूनियन गवर्नमेंट को क्या चाहिए? वो स्टेट से ज़्यादा टैक्स कलेक्शन चाहते हैं. बट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एट द एंड हैज़ अ रोल. दे हैव टू डेफिनेटली कम अप विद द इलेक्शन. उनको वहाँ पे भी जवाबदेही है. सो वो ज़्यादा टैक्स नहीं ले सकते. बट यहाँ पे जो मिसट्रस्ट है, जो कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म की जो मिसमैच है, जो असॉल्ट की जा रही है, उसकी क्लासिकल एग्जाम्पल है जो आप एग्जाम में कोट कर सकते हैं. नाउ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, दीज केसेस of the taxes of the COVID product, perhaps the starkest instances of the differences. बात करें जो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ स्टेट्स है, दे हैव फॉरगो देयर टैक्स रेवेन्यूज ऑन ह्यूमैनिटेरियन ग्राउंड. उन्होंने अपने टैक्स को ख़त्म कर दिया है या कुछ टाइम के लिए कैंसिल कर दिया है, बिकॉज दिस इज समथिंग द पेंडेमिक हैज़ ड्रास्टिकली इम्पैक्टेड द सिटीजन ऑफ दिस कंट्री. बहुत लोगों की नौकरियां चली गई है. पीपल आर एक्चुअली नॉट अर्निंग व्हाट दे वर अर्निंग. देयर इज अ रिडक्शन ऑफ मोर देन 30 to 35% ऑन देयर सैलरी. इतनी उनकी रिडक्शंस हुई हैं. सो ऑन ह्यूमैनिटेरियन ग्राउंड states are exempting some of the taxes. So 12 states represent 70% of India's population do not want to levy the COVID taxes on the people. तो 12 स्टेट का कहना है, जो 70% पॉपुलेशन को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, उनका कहना है कि टैक्स नहीं ली जानी चाहिए. बट 19 स्टेट्स रिप्रेजेंटिंग ओनली 30% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन सेड कि जीएसटी टैक्स जो है कोविड प्रोडक्ट्स पे वो ली जानी चाहिए. बट आई पर्सनली फील इट शुड बी एग्जेम्प्टेड. वी आर एग्जेम्प्टिंग ओनली फॉर small number of days, right? कुछ सालों के लिए कर सकते हैं, उसके बाद things can be normal. So first we need to give a stability to the economy, and any federal structure of the union government can out to play an unfair role and arbiter. Right? So this is the time that the central government can play a role, a fair arbiter, which can give a right resolution to the state governments. Now coming to the MCQs questions. Before I proceed with the question, just to tell you the correct answers. So for both the questions, the correct option is C. You can check out your answers. The question of the day: OSmart recently seen in the news is related to which among the following aims to regulate the use of ocean marine resources, sustainable development, strategic partner with IEA to promote transparency in the jute sector, liquidity risk monitoring tool in the stock market. Easy questions, but again something tricky. Some of you might find it tricky. Make sure you give the right and correct answers. If you don't know, you can read it out, then you can give the answers. Second, with reference to the international energy, consider the following statement. The World Energy Outlook report is released by IEA annually, and India is not an associate member of IEA. Right? So this type of question is mostly asked in the prelims examination in 2 statement based questions. So participate and write your answer in the comment section. This was all about the today's discussion. We'll meet in the next video. For time being, I'm signing off. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much for listening.